To evaluate the new Camaro, you really have to break it down between the two engine offerings. So I just spent the past 2 weeks driving both. And first up was this 2LT model with GM's excellent 3.6-liter V6 with direct injection. No matter where GM uses it, this very powerful and sophisticated motor does a superb job. Here, it's tuned to make 304 horsepower, 273 pound-feet of torque, and gets 18 mpg city and 29 highway with the optional 6-speed auto, a costly option at $1,185. Just like the Challenger, the first thing that strikes you is that this is a big car. It's more than 7 inches shorter in length than the huge Dodge, but it's just as wide and has a wheelbase more than 5 inches longer than a Mustang. Infusing the Camaro with its wickedly good looks is the scrunched roof. Much shorter than both the Dodge and Ford, and though it's cool from the outside, it makes for a very short window of visibility from the front seats. I'm on record as saying the Challenger creams the Camaro in the head-turning department, and I still have a greater appreciation for the Dodge's retro style. But I admit, the Camaro's edgy, futuristic lines have really changed my opinion. This car has some serious attention-grabbing views. And for better or worse, there's really not much to differentiate the V6 from the SS. My car has the optional RS package, a must-have if you choose the LS or LT. It adds 20-inch wheels, HID headlamps with halo rings, a rear spoiler, and unique tail lamps. Without it, the car looks somewhat plain. It costs $1,450. So how does it drive? Well, to my disappointment, very similar to a Malibu, which would be a compliment if this wasn't a sports coupe. It's quiet inside with a very composed ride. There's some power, but not as much as the stat sheet leads on. Overall, it's completely benign. It's as if climbing inside and closing the door also shuts out the fun. It's a very comfortable cruiser as long as you're not in the headroom-starved back seats. Hey, it's a commendably good driving car, but it's not a Camaro, at least not to me. But in GM's defense, I think they've done a smart thing. This model will attract those who want the flash, but not necessarily the dash or the price associated with it. The high-trim 2LT costs $3,600 less than an SS. It gets 3 mpgs better and plays friendly with everyone. It's not what I expected, but I'm sure there will be a willing audience based on its resume alone. This is a car that'll hit 60 miles per hour in 6 seconds. You can use the buttons behind the gigantic steering wheel to change gears, and the independent suspension and tuned chassis give this car a very modern feel. But fun? I never did quite find the fun, other than looking at it and being seen in it. Base price of the 2LT is $27,330. Option like this, it costs $30,115. And so far, they're selling like crazy. As for the Camaro SS, well, that's a different story. For Drive Time on Yahoo Autos, I'm Steve Hammis.